If you are using ElevenLabs or OpenAI TTS for voice generation, then you are wasting your money right now. Today I'm going to show you this new tool called VoxCPM2, using which we are going to build a zero-actor dialogue engine in Python for completely free. Let's dive in. Why rent a voice when you can own the entire engine right on your own machine? VoxCPM2 helps you to do exactly that. It is a 2 billion parameter model which is trained on over 2 million hours of multilingual speech data, and it supports 30 languages, voice design, and controllable voice cloning in a 48 kHz studio quality audio output. Instead of chopping audio into tiny robotic tokens, it uses diffusion architecture to create fluid continuous sound. So it completely bypasses the discrete tokenization and produce a continuous sound output which is highly natural and expressive as well. You can use it in your own language as well because it supports 30 languages for the audio output. Then you can create your own voice design as well. You can just specify the gender, age, tone, emotion, pace, and it will create a brand new voice from that character description. Secondly, you can also give a short reference clip of yours, let's say if you want to clone your own voice, and also give some style guidance to steer emotion, pace, and expression while you preserve your original voice. And it supports high quality audio. In input, you can give even a 16 kHz reference audio, and this tool can directly output you a 48 kHz studio quality audio. It is using audio variational autoencoder to generate the encode decode design, and for increasing the quality, it uses built-in super resolution. So all these are neural networks which are self-trained on hours of training data, and then they can generate any audio in any quality or character style that you want. The latency of this model, if you have a decent graphic card, is also very good, so you can directly stream the audio output in real time. And the best part is that it is completely open source and commercial ready, so you can directly download it and use it for any use case that you want. So it runs completely on your own local GPU, so you can say goodbye to the API rate limits or content policy restrictions on the cloud audio generation tools. So today I'm going to give it two different tests. First test is to generate a new audio from a character description that I'm going to give, and second test will be to clone my own voice and generate a new intro for my own video. So let's get our hands dirty. So I built this zero actor dialogue engine project in my Google Antigravity. If you don't have it installed, you can go to Chrome and go to antigravity.google/download and press enter. Then according to your platform, you can download the installer. So our project is just a local zero cost app that can generate expressive character voices using the VoxCPM2 module. So for the technical stack, first of all, we are going to need VoxCPM2 module, then Gradio to generate our UI for the application, sound file library to write the output file, and Python as our default programming engine. So first of all, to set up a project, first you need to create a new folder. Like right now, I have created this VoxCPM folder here. Then you can copy the requirements.txt file. All these code files and the readme file will be available in the GitHub link in description and pinned comments, so you can directly copy them and get started. So I've given this requirements.txt file which will list all the required libraries that we are going to need. Next, to install all the dependent libraries, you just need to use this pip install our requirements.txt command. Just ensure that the requirements.txt file that I've given in the GitHub repo is there in your local folder. So I'm just going to copy this query, go to the anti-gravity terminal and paste the copied command here, then press enter. So this will install all the libraries that are listed here. First is the VoxCPM tool, which is our main primary tool for audio generation, Gradio for the UI, and sound file for the output wave file generation. So now all the libraries are installed. Now the first test that I'm going to give is the cloning test. So I'm going to provide a short reference recording of my own voice and let the VoxCPM tool generate the new speech in my own voice. So first I've recorded a reference clip of mine and I've kept this reference.wave file in the same folder. You can listen to it as well. Hello everyone and welcome to Raycodes. Today we are going to talk about a new tool called VoxCPM. So this is just a brief introduction to my own channel. Next I have this clone.py file. So first I've imported the VoxCPM module from the VoxCPM library. Then I've imported the sound file library. So this next line is to download the VoxCPM2 model, which is already pre-trained so we can directly use it. Then using the model.generate, I'm going to generate my own audio. So in the arguments of this function, you first need to define the output text, which would be voiced by the model. So for me, I've given that VoxCPM2 lets you generate any character voice or clone your own straight from Python locally. Then I need to give my reference audio file location, which is reference.wave file, and I also need to give what is the text that I am voicing in the reference file so it knows my voice to text mapping easily. So I've given this information that I'm saying hello everyone and welcome back to Raycodes. Finally, I've also given the reference wave audio file location, which is same reference.wave file. Then using the sound file library, I'm writing the final output in this intro.wave file. The audio given would be in this wave object from model.generate, and for the final sample rate of my audio file, I'm just using the TTS model.sample rate, which is the default sample rate from the VoxCPM tool. So once it is written, I will just print that check intro.wave. Now to run this file, I just need to open terminal again and just give python clone.py command and press enter. So now it is downloading the model in this path, then it is loading the tokenizer to convert the audio file into tokens, then it is loading the VoxCPM2 model that it has just downloaded above, warming up the model, and finally after a few iterations, it has given the final intro.wave file in the output folder that we have. So now if I check my current folder, I will see this intro.wave file that is generated by the model. So we can listen to this audio as well. It lets you generate any character voice or clone your own straight from Python locally. So you see it is given the final output in my same voice that I have given in the reference audio file. So now you can simply change the prompt text whichever way you want and you will get the same output file as I have shown here. You can also use a local model like Gamma 4 to generate some script and then pass on the script to this model and you will get the complete audio generated file from the model completely free of cost. Next is the test 2 in which we will be generating a dialogue using our own character descriptions. For this test I have created a separate file which is app.py. First I am importing the Gradio library which will be used to create the UI, then the sound file library again for same outputting the audio file, then VoxCPM2 to generate the audio. Again I am downloading the VoxCPM2 model from the VoxCPM library. Then to generate the audio I have this function which will take a character description and the dialogue that is required. It will generate the prompt using the two inputs that I have given to the function and then using the model it will generate the final audio file. Then using the SF library again we will write the audio file in the output.wave location. Then I am building the UI for the application. So the title of our UI would be Zero Actor Dialogue Engine. Then we will have markdown subtitles like Zero Actor Dialogue Engine which is generating character voice using VoxCPM2 model. Then we will have two text box, first for the character voice description and the second text box for the dialogue that we want to be generated. For example, we can just say welcome to the shop. Then there would be a button to generate the audio voice and for playing the audio in the UI itself we will have a gr.audio block which will have the label generated audio and it will take a file that is generated by the VoxCPM2 model. So once the generate button is clicked, we will run the generate audio function. The inputs would be the character input and dialogue input which is inputted in these gr.text box and the output would be this audio output block in the Gradio UI. So whenever this file is launched in the terminal, it will directly launch the demo function. Now to run this app.py file, we just need to go to terminal and write python app.py and press enter. So now it is again fetching all the required files for generating the model. The tokenizers are called again and again it is loading the VoxCPM2 model, warming it up and our UI is launched in our local URL path. So once you open this URL, you will see this kind of UI. The title of the tab is Zero Actor Dialogue Engine. Then we have markdown text, Zero Actor Dialogue Engine, generate character voices using VoxCPM2. Then the two text boxes that we had defined and a generate voice button. So I can give any character description. Let's say if I give that the character that I want is a cheerful elven merchant and the dialogue that I want is that these potions are freshly brewed. Next I just need to press this generate voice button and now the final voice is generated by the VoxCPM2 module. I can either play it here or also check the output file that is generated in my local folder. So you will see here that the output.wave file is generated and we can simply play it from here.
These potions are freshly brewed.
So you see the same dialogue is generated that we have given in the input and the model is also able to perfectly capture the style of a cheerful elven. Now I have already covered a voice AI agent earlier on my channel which is Mos TTS Nano. You can also check out this video from my channel. That model was just a 100 million parameter model which could run on even a CPU, but this VoxCPM2 is a huge 2 billion parameter model which requires a GPU to run and which can output a true studio quality voice output easily. So Mos TTS could be used for low latency AI centers, for example, where you just need audio quality which is okay for a phone call, while VoxCPM2 can be used where you need some raw emotional depth, laughter and perfect pronunciation for high quality dubbing. So if you want ElevenLabs kind of quality for professional projects, VoxCPM2 is a superior upgrade that you must try right now. So if we talk about the use cases where you can use this project, you can use it to generate unique voices for every NPC for your indie RPG games. You can add voice lines for your dialogue trees. You can also try out different character voices before committing to a final one for a particular actor. You can also auto-generate in-game text for players with reading difficulties, or you can generate placeholder voices for non-native languages if you need your audio in some different language than the originally dubbed voice. Then we can also think of some future feature additions that we can do on this project. Let's say you can make a CSV file of all characters and their particular dialogue lines and generate all the audios at once using this model. Also in the UI we can add some drop-down menus for happy, angry, sad kind of emotions that we want. Next we can also stream the generated audio in real time that is generated by the VoxCPM module instead of waiting for the final file output generation. Then as I talked about before as well, that we can integrate Gamma 4 model and auto-generate dialogue from a screen description. Next you can also integrate game engines here and directly export your audio to them. Use multiple formats like MP3 and you can use voice cloning to provide a reference audio clip and generate new voice styles automatically. All the code files and the README file explaining all the technical stack and the step-by-step instruction to set up the project will be in a GitHub repo which I will be putting in the description and pinned comment below. Just grab the code and build your own project today and subscribe the channel for more such AI builds, updates and workflows.